first stitch. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is really exciting because I finally bought a new sewing machine. This is the Janome Pink Sorbet easy to use sewing machine. And we're going to unbox it, get it set up, and see if I can remember how to thread a sewing machine after all of these years. Before we get into the unboxing, I wanted to share a little backstory. I actually learned how to sew when I was about 10 years old. I took beginner sewing classes, and with my instructor's help, I made a dress. I also remember making a small backpack or pouch or something on my own, and I even had a beginner brother sewing machine at home. But I didn't really stick with it. I was young, busy with school and dance, and then I got my first phone, a flip phone, the very next year. I think that's probably when I slowly started to lose interest in a lot of my creative hobbies. Fast forward to last year, I took another beginner sewing class where I made a pillow. And it reminded me how much I enjoy sewing and creating things with my hands. When I was younger, I absolutely loved arts and crafts. As I've gotten older, life has gotten busier, and I realized I hadn't been making time for hobbies that I genuinely enjoy. Things that bring me joy, peace, and give me a chance to slow down. So I decided it was finally time to invest in a sewing machine and get back to sewing. I'm basically starting over as a beginner, and I thought it would be fun to document the journey and hopefully encourage anyone else who's thinking about picking up an old hobby or trying something new. So with that being said, let's open it up and see what's inside. You have your manual. It's happy sewing. You guys, I haven't had a sewing machine in about 18 years. Okay, so this is it. This is the sewing machine, and this is the foot toe. The foot pedal. This says troubleshooting tips. This is the warranty. It says limited 25-year warranty. And this is the instructions. Okay, let's start with the instructions. I know it comes with accessories. Let's see. Probably in here. Yep. Here we go. So we have your foot pedal and the cord that plugs into the sewing machine. It makes it go. Let's see what's in this bag. Forgive me if I don't know what everything is. I know this is a seam ripper. It cuts through thread for like any mistakes sometimes, or just to undo things. These are extra needles for the sewing machine. I'm gonna put it right here. These are extra bobbins for the thread, for the bottom thread. In here maybe? Yeah, so these go in here. Because there's a top thread and a bottom thread. These are the bottoms for the thread that goes in here. So 3 extra one of those. And these are 2 feet. I'm not exactly sure what they're called. Let me see. Okay. So I'm going to go over all of the parts that it says on here. This is the reverse stitch button, so you can sew backwards. This is the pattern selector dial. Oh, this one right here. Maybe like straight stitch or like a zigzag stitch. This is the stitch length dial to choose between like the length between the stitches. This is the bobbin winder. Now this is the bobbin winder stopper. This is the winder spindle, the bobbin winder spindle. These are spool pins. Okay, obviously I'm not good at explaining what everything is either because like I kind of know, but I kind of don't. This is the bobbin winder thread guide. So I know that you like loop your thread around here to put into the needle. This is the thread take up lever. The thread dial right here. The face cover. The needle plate. So no, I think this is like a plastic needle plate or something. This is the extension table. So this right here is the presser foot holder. This right here is the needle clamp. This is the presser foot that comes on it. And this right here is the needle. This is the carrying handle. This is the handle wheel. The power switch is back here. The socket is also back here to like plug this into. Back here, I guess, it's called a free arm. This is a little gadget back here. The presser foot lifter, so it like lifts this foot right here so you can place your fabric under or remove it. And then 24, this is the foot pedal or the foot control. All right. Okay, so this is for buttonholes right here, to make buttonholes in your fabric. And this extra foot is a zipper foot to sew zippers. And this is a blind stitch hem foot. So it would replace, these could replace the regular foot that's on here. And this right here is called a darning plate. And maybe this is for like, to be able to do embroidery stitches if I'm not mistaken, to be able to do that, or maybe some type of quilting on this machine. So yeah, and so if it's not obvious, I really like this color. I actually chose it because it was pink. I thought that would make sewing funner for me, so that I could stick to it. It would like motivate me to sew more. And when I was looking for a sewing machine, I was looking for something that of course was beginner friendly, because I am technically still a beginner. Though I've sewed before, I'm still a beginner. I don't know. There's a lot that I am not sure how to do. And Also wanted something that could also handle intermediate projects as well. And with the research that I've done, along with it being pink, that's why I chose it. So far, I like how simple and straightforward it is, and I'm excited to start practicing, learning, and getting comfortable with it. Now comes the real test. Let's see if I remember how to thread a sewing machine. Okay, now let's get ready to thread the sewing machine. Oh wait, the other side says what the accessories are. I did not have to guess. Okay, 3 bobbins, a seam ripper / buttonhole opener. This is a set of needles in here. This is a sliding buttonhole foot. This is a blind hem foot. This is a zipper foot. And this is a darning plate. So I think that's what I said before, but I didn't have to go looking for it. It was just on the other page, the next page. So, and this is the accessories storage box, so it can be stored in here where I got them from. So it says, getting ready to sew. Turn off the power switch. Okay, it's off. Insert the machine plug into the machine. This goes into the wall. This goes into the machine. They're connected. One back here. We put the foot on the ground. Turn it on. Oh, it has a light. That's nice. So I can lift this up and just come with this little paper. And okay, great. It works nicely, but it made these little stitch holes, if you can see them. But there's no thread in it, so that's next. How to thread this, because I definitely do not know. Okay, so we know this lifts the foot up and down. Wait, where is it? Button on this little black tab. And this is the foot that you can switch out. And all you do is tap it. That doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, so it just comes right off. Okay, now it's back in. Threading. Okay, spool pins right here. This is what thread. So this is what I already had. I had like a spool of like this black thread. So I'm gonna be using this today. And then we also need to thread the bobbin. Remove this by just taking the latch right out. And then it's one little clear bobbin in there. Okay, we got that out. Winding the bobbin. I'm gonna put this here. First, we're gonna add thread to the bobbin so that it can go in here. I'm gonna snap. This goes around this little notch. Insert it through a little hole in here. Okay, it's in the hole, if you can see, probably not. Now it says push it to the right. Okay. Okay, so it has to be on. And then just, what? I did miss something. Okay, this is moving. We need this to move. So let me see. Oh, there it is. It was, had to push it down. Nope, still didn't do it. What do I do? Oh, it might be up here. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh no, it fell out. So I have to hold it. Okay, now I got it. I'm gonna hold it and then put it. Alright, so when it's made a few spins, cut the thread close and wound it till it's full. We're finally getting somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna do it till, I guess I can do it a little bit more. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna cut the thread here, move it, there. We have a bobbin full of thread. Now I have to put that in here. I'm just gonna pop it in there, and it's a little slit for the thread to go through. So I slid it in here, this slit, and then around through the front, like under the clamp. And there it is. It's threaded and let me just pop it in. Okay, that's in there, and now for the machine. Says I take it down this level right here, the silver hook. Oh, it went the wrong way. It goes down here and up through here. There's another silver hook here. Get back down. So slip it into the needle bar. Just a little clamp. And then just through the needle. And we got it. Yeah, that wasn't so hard. Now now the needle has to go down into the machine and like grab onto this bobbin thread. So let's see. Okay. That was alright. This might be too long. I'm gonna cut it shorter. Okay, now it's in there, right? And we're gonna try to pinch the thread. There it goes. Okay, now we have two threads. The needle and the bobbin. Right here. Close this. I'm gonna put these things back in here. And let's see if we can sew something. I cut out this from like an old t-shirt. Actually, this should be like towards me. So I was just showing you guys. So now I'm just turning it this way. Alright, there it is, our first stitch. I'm gonna show you guys up close. So the needles, the top needle and the bobbin are already threaded. Place it in here with the foot raised. Drop the foot and okay, I did a back stitch and now I'm just gonna keep going forward. Just slide it. No. And that is my second stitch. And here's where I attempted to do a back stitch. That helps make the thread more secure. Like when starting or finishing a stitch. So there it is, my 2 straight stitches. Let's try, look right here, there are different patterns or different types of stitches. So let's try the C zigzag. So how we do that is we turn this dial to C. Let's see. I'll lift it up once again. Place the foot down and, oh wait, this is, hold it in the beginning and let go. And there we have it, folks. A nice zigzag stitch. So cute. All right, you guys, so we opened up my new sewing machine, saw what was inside, the accessories it came with. We threaded the bobbin and threaded the machine. We did a few stitches, and I have to say, so far, I'm really happy with this purchase. It feels sturdy, the instructions seem easy enough to follow, and I love the look of it, of course. I know I'm going to have a lot to learn, but I'm excited to finally have a sewing machine and to start creating. So thanks so much for watching. If you've been thinking about learning to sew, or you're getting back into it like I am, I hope you'll follow along because I'll definitely be sharing beginner projects and my progress. Leave me a comment letting me know what you think my first project should be. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to come along this sewing journey. I'll see you in the next video.